So here it is. This is the board. It's amazing. It's made by Loaded, of course. Thank you, Loaded, for making that. It's what a lot of people wanted. But yeah, this is the board. So it's my friends. I did not buy another board yet. I'm not going to do that for a while, I think. But he gave it to me to do this video. He's a great friend of mine, and yeah. But anyways, I'm going to go over the board. So it's going to be three things. It's going to be the turn radius, and like going downhill, that kind of thing, the wheels, everything about the trucks, the wheels, the bearings. Then the board shape, and then comfortability. First, the turn radius, the wheels. This is probably my biggest point. The turn radius is crazy. Like, I fell off almost a couple times, or jumped off, because I was not ready for the turn radius at all. Compared to my other two boards, it's turned so fast. That's probably just the trucks. The trucks are Paris, which of course most of you know. With Paris, the Paris trucks are really good. And then the wheels, it goes pretty fast too. Like when I was going downhill and I shot a few clips, I was turning and it felt like slashing, and we were going pretty fast. I was going pretty fast, and like, yeah, the board just goes. The wheels are stems. The Stimulus by Orangutan, and they're pretty amazing. I really need some for my dancer. And then the bearings. The bearings are so fast. They just like keep rolling. As you can see, they just keep going. They're almost silent. It's quite amazing. But yeah. It's pretty nice. Then the shape of the board. So the shape is like a dinghy from land yachts, or a cruiser board from any other one. It's forward facing practically all the time. It's got like medium, concave, no rocker. And then instead of most cruisers, you will find it also has wheel flares so that your feet stick in. And definitely when you're sliding, I think with some people that would use it for that, it locks your feet in. You don't move at all. It's amazing, as you can see, this right and this part. And then, of course, the tail, it looks bigger than it is. It doesn't actually feel that big. When I was like going over stuff, I dropped off a curb. It doesn't really seem as big as it looks. Or, yeah. And then the third thing. So, I did mention that it has the concave and it has the wheel flares so that you're locked in, and for some boards, that definitely isn't always fun for somebody who's just using it as a cruiser. But weirdly, this did not apply to this board at all. When I was riding it, it was more comfortable than any cruiser I've ever ridden in my life. And it's pretty big too, so like you can put your feet anywhere. You don't have to have your feet on the tail or on the trucks like sometimes you need to do. Comfortable. It's really small, compact, but also not too small. And yeah, it's pretty good all around. I give it for the maneuverability and the turns, that's definitely going to be like a 9.5. It was really good. You get used to it and you can go anywhere. Then the concave and the shape, that kind of thing, I'm going to give it probably an 8 out of 10. Because it definitely didn't have the best concave. And the wheel flares are weirdly placed for me personally. I think you would have to move the trucks back to have good wheel place, which they do have extra holes, as you can see, to move it back. But yeah, and then the last one, the comfortability, I'm giving it a solid 10. That is like, it was so comfortable, it was amazing. And if you're not sliding, if you're not doing that stuff, then it is probably the best board you can get on the market. And I guess I'm going to go over one last thing. It is pretty expensive. It is Loaded, and it's bamboo. And so, of course, it's going to be expensive. But I think if you have the money and you really want a board and you're sure you want a longboard a lot, this is maybe one of the best cruisers boards if you're doing that kind of thing. but I will go over like the boards to get depending on what you want to do later. But for just cruising around the city, if you use that a lot, if you don't have a car and you're going to work and it's like far away or something, this is an amazing board. It's nice to push uphill, it's fast to go downhill, easy to carry, and it's all around good. So yeah, there you go. That is the board. It's pretty amazing, and yeah, thank you for all the support. If you could, or if you don't want to, you can like, subscribe.